back. We're gonna continue this playthrough of Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1 on the PlayStation 1. With us today, is a bastard.
Wow, just like that.
Yeah,
Why
we
would
got
you talk
Big O
about
with
Matt
us.
that way?
We got Big O with us. And we got
Oh.
Matt with us.
What's going on?
Let's get this party started. Just a quick roundup. I'm a little beefier than before. It happens. But we're
just
gonna go
tends to
ahead and
appear.
just move on with life.
That's the way it works. No good RPG is done well unless you build up to massive levels.
Then you gotta go
Unless-
top left now.
Top left?
Yeah.
Maybe. Crazy Horse. Have you guys ever been to Crazy Horse? Not me. I'm too young.
Oh, Crazy Horse.
I've been to the Pink Pony, but never to the Crazy Horse.
The raunchiest of the raunchy.
Oh yeah.
It's pronounced Roundshay.
Raunche.
I knew I was pronouncing it wrong this entire time.
God damn.
Chad Chode.
Chad's chode.
So
Wait.
who's more powerful, Chad or his chode?
I'll let you be the judge.
Ah,
One drops the hammer, and the other one fights with the hammer.
wow. That's a lot of bad guys.
Yeah, they kind of just...
They stack up. They think it's like an orgy.
Is that later on in the later Final Fantasies? Usually it would be like 5 was like the max you'd run into a group, but this straight up they're like, here's 7 bad guys, take them on.
I was like, you walk into a forest, you walked into the wrong forest.
Oh, you damn screwed.
You son of a bitch.
That goblin just took 4 like damage. It's like nope.
He's
Nothing.
like, no.
Yeah.
Oh yes, 2 hits.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this combat's going just as slow as it was earlier.
Oh yeah. The misses are fantastic.
Miss, and then now we don't know what's going on. There we go.
I'll edit that out. That was my mistake.
Obtained the smallest amount of gil from the most amount of guys.
I know.
Here, fight 7 guys.
You gotta go
amongst
left.
them-
I said this already.
Then... But I thought I had to go to the town.
After left.
After left. Well, I gotta go back to town anyway.
Oh, okay. Then go back to
Oh,
town.
no.
But then you have to go back left. There's like a cave up there.
Cool. Alright.
So close to the town yet so far.
Yeah, I didn't know that sleeping bags weren't gonna restore my magic.
Who
Yeah, it's
needs
kinda
magic?
Well,
When
when
you
half your
got
team is composed of
guns.
magic users, you do.
Hustle, hustle. What town is this anyway?
This is South Carolina.
Awesome.
It's not a city in South Carolina.
Broadswords.
It's just South Carolina.
And that's it. Yeah,
So did you-
equip those bitches.
In a minute, you gotta shop for everything.
God damn.
You want some
Ooh, some
spells?
ice one.
Ooh, steel. That looks good.
What the? It raises your attack power?
Yeah, by 14 points.
They never had those in the later games.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We'll buy one for that.
In case it gets too hot out there.
I'm gonna call Square Enix. I'm gonna be like, where were my attack buffing spells? There was none of those when I played the later games.
What the hell, guys? What the
All
hell?
you guys gave me were my shells and my protects, and that's it. Maybe some haste once in a while.
These all seem so good.
So good. Hmm.
What does lamp do?
It brings up the genie.
It brings the genie out.
How many wishes?
I'll start with lamp for right now.
Cure that darkness. It's so
Yeah,
dark in here.
Because if my heroes can't fight, then
dark.
Yeah, if your warriors can't do anything, then your team is fucked.
I'm so wasted. I'm so wasted.
I love the layout of this town. Like they're just like, nope, you can't go that way ever. Like
Nope.
nope. You gotta go all the way around just to get there.
This is yes, you are correct. This is a building with no door. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, get that shield. Get those gloves.
Oh yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now you have everything.
Time to equip.
Oh yeah. See, now we're talking.
Oh wait, why did? Oh, I should have bought four gloves.
Yeah,
Ah yes.
you did, didn't you? Oh
No,
no.
he brought
Bought
two.
two.
You, you like the Warriors? You're the best. Your favoritism over them.
Well,
only them.
I figured the shields and the gloves would take up the same amount of slots, so I just kind of
Well,
stocked accordingly. All right, let's see.
No, you put the glove on to be able to hold the shield. Duh.
Oh, come on.
I'm such a fool.
How do you not
Jeez.
know that?
For real.
I'm such a fool.
Oscar just got here.
And yet I know more about FF. It's amazing.
Speaking of which, when did we bring Oscar up to speed with some of the stuff we were talking about last time? Because I know I kept deferring to him for some of the more Marvelese.
Why? He doesn't know anything.
You
Oscar-
shut your whore mouth.
Oscar doesn't know anything. Okay, fine. Then who's Spider-Man?
Peter Parker,
Well,
or Ben
damn
Riley,
it.
or
Got me.
Miles Morales.
A
Which one are you
man like a
talking about,
spider.
Miles freaking Morales.
Which one are you talking about? Because there's been many.
Oh, watch out, Mr. Miles Morales.
Okay, well, in all honesty, it's Peter Parker.
It's Ben Grimm.
No, yeah.
It's Ben Grimm.
We were
It's
talking.
a thing in a Spider-Man outfit.
We were talking about the trailers that came out for Batman versus Superman, and then obviously the Age of Ultron one, which has been out for quite some time.
True.
I saw a leak of the credits. The post scene it showed Spider-Man for AOU.
What?
It was
What
like
are
a
you talking
leak about. It was a leak that was the post credit scene. Now it's just
I had heard
rumored.
that though that they were planning on that they are
Right.
speculating that will be the end of credits thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking. So Frank and I were talking about Spider-Man and who owns him and whatnot. But when is it that he actually would come into the Avengers? Like, when is it?
Well, to go into more detail, according to Frank, an entire football team would own Spider-Man because Spider-Man only has
The
power
strength of 10 men.
So
Yeah.
the 11th guy.
11.
He's
The
got
11th
it.
takes
Now,
him. Everyone knows this.
That's his physical strength.
It's simple math.
as far as Spider-Man and the Avengers, believe it or not, it wasn't until really recently that he's actually become an actual member. And he may not have actually even become an actual member because they did offer it to him way back when they first started, but he basically turned it down. He's never really been a prominent member of the actual Avengers as far as Spider-Man goes. But the reason that they really wanted him in the movies is because of the Civil War. That's where the big part
So he's
comes
going to
in.
be part of the Civil War with Iron Man and Captain America.
like he's been in the Avengers, but he usually ends up being in like the
sub squad. Like,
the sub squad or the new Avengers. Like whenever the Avengers were taken down, there was a second team of Avengers which were called the New Avengers,
right.
which would basically take their place, and it usually be like Spider-Man, Wolverine, and blah blah.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
They were usually doing their own thing, like how Wolverine's part of the X-Men predominantly. He's in the Avengers every once in a while. But originally, it was more like they were the New Avengers. Like they were there if the Avengers got taken down, they were like a secondary team that could take over. So that was the idea.
So
behind
maybe
it.
they'll have like a second, like a kind of, I don't know, second Avengers team movie. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, and this is what they've been speculating from what I've been hearing. First of all, the whole like third Avengers movie that's going to be going on may not have Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, Captain America in it or anything like that. Like it might have completely different characters for the Avengers since it's all the Infinity War stuff. They're saying that they may not have Tony Stark as Iron Man. Well, he probably won't even be in the movie.
Who would
As
be
far as
Iron Man?
Well, he may not. There may just not be an Iron Man. That's the idea.
Okay. Is there like
And
a secondary person that plays as Iron Man in the comics? Is that
The only person that's actually taken over for Iron Man when Iron Man hasn't been there is James Rhodes, basically War Machine.
Okay.
He's taking his place once in a while. But they're talking about how since it's more of a galactic level, it might be like Captain Marvel, who's the same as who's basically Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old Miss Marvel's now Captain Marvel. She's probably going to be part of it. The Vision might be there.
Ooh,
If
Vision.
it's Captain America, isn't
Vision's
it? It may
dope.
not be Steve Rogers. It might be a newer Captain America, which could be Bucky or it could be the Falcon, because the Falcon has taken the title now.
Whoa, slow
Things like-
down, slow down. Bucky, as in Bucky O'Hare,
No, whoa,
the space rabbit.
whoa. We're not going too crazy into that right now. But no, not Bucky O'Hare.
Whoa,
We're talking
whoa,
about
whoa.
Bucky as in Steve Rogers, like second, or Captain America's sidekick,
Sidekick.
or Robin Light. I don't know, whatever you want to call him. But yes, so that might be the case in that. I don't know what else. Like, it's just they're talking about how a lot of the reason that might happen is because of contracts and stuff. A lot of the people who were contracted for, like, the guy playing Steve Rogers, I forgot the actor's name, and then like Robert Downey Jr., they got contracted for a certain amount of movies, which is why, for example, they're talking about how that Robert Downey Jr. opted to do Civil War for Captain America instead of doing Iron Man 4, because he's only contracted for a certain amount of movies,
Right.
and he'd rather do that. They were saying that he do that one than do an Iron Man 4. So that's kind of the idea there. But they've been talking about how they may not even be part of like that third Infinity Gems movie.
So Thanos should be coming in to the Avengers universe soon, right? So I'm assuming Guardians of the Galaxy should also cross over somehow.
Well, that's the big thing. Like that last two movies, which are like the ones of the Infinity Wars, those are the ones that they're talking about, how those will probably have the Guardians and the Avengers meeting, because it's supposed to be like a universe affecting situation. Because this is the big thing with the Avengers. The Avengers are Earth's mightiest heroes. They are a team that basically protects the Earth.
Right.
While Guardians of the Galaxy, well, the name says it, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're
Right.
spacefaring type characters and stuff like that. But when it comes to things like the Infinity Wars, that's when everything hits the fan. And because the Avengers are usually involved in that type of stuff, because even though they only protect the Earth is almost always, in almost every comic book, literally the center of the universe. It's almost always the pinnacle area.
Because it is. I mean, shit. Come on.
Of course, come on. It's like usually where there's the most like dense population of superhumans or metahumans, mutants, whatever you want to call it. It's also usually the place where all energy flows towards, depending on which universe you're in. It's always the Earth is always the most important area. It's the way they always make it feel.
Yeah,
So,
did they make it seem like it really was the center of the universe or something like that?
well, you have things in Marvel right now with their whole thing of the comic books they're doing with that's leading to Battle World and all that, which I think right now is called the Secret Wars, where it stems from the Earths from multiple dimensions colliding, and they're causing their universes to collapse, basically, because the Earth is the part that's most like that holds the fabric together. Then you had things like in DC, where in DC the Earth was like literally the focal point of where all metahumans basically stem, or the majority of them stem from, and how that's where the energy of entropy goes towards and everything, back even during the 2000s, like the 2001 with Our Worlds at War and stuff like that. So they always make it that, yeah, the Earth is like the place to be, according to comics.
Well, I mean,
A
the
bunch of
bros is
geeks.
here. Come on.
Come on.
What a bunch of egocentric pricks we are.
You know.
Okay,
Come on.
if Thanos, here's another little sidestep here. If Thanos is
Yeah.
coming into the MCU, is he in
He's here
already?
already.
Is he already in possession of all the Infinity Gems?
No, he's not, and he's already been in the MCU in theory, just not.
Right, but I
He
mean,
hasn't
like,
done anything more than sit in a chair, but
like when he has a predominant role
Yeah.
And I mean, he obviously doesn't have the gems because that was the point of one of the movies, right?
Yeah, well, if you look, he doesn't, as far as it goes from what they've shown, it doesn't look like he has any of the gems.
Yeah.
Because in the first movie, when they end up returning the Tesseract, that doesn't go towards him. In Thor, the Collector ends up collecting the item that they found in that one, which was also one of the gems.
And in Thor Dark World 2, don't they show the Infinity Gauntlet?
No, in part 1 they show the Infinity Gauntlet when they walk in through the chambers and they're going towards the little thing.
So he doesn't even have his gauntlet.
He doesn't have the gauntlet, and in Thor 2 in Dark World, the item the Dark Elves or whatever was using,
Aether.
The Collector ends up collecting that, and that's supposed to be one of the gems. And then in Guardians of the Galaxy, well, I don't want to spoil that for you, Matt, but he doesn't get it either. We'll put it that way. He doesn't get that either.
There's no spoilers for me here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
okay, so he doesn't have that power yet.
No. As far as universe destroying power, no.
Okay, because that was my second question along with that one. Was if he does have all the gems, how is he defeated? Doesn't he have some kind of like subconscious way of beating himself? Isn't that the only way he loses?
Thanos, well, it depends on the situation, but usually when it comes to things like the Infinity Gauntlet or something like that, it depends on which one it is. There's been times where, well, it wasn't with him. I think it was actually with the Magus, which is Adam Warlock's like alter ego. When he had the Infinity Gauntlet, the Living Tribunal just came in and said, well, they don't work anymore. And he just made the gems like...
Come on.
And he just made the gems stop working for that time being because he knew that the universe was in peril, so it was the Deus Ex Machina, wave of hand. The gems don't work anymore. In other times, I mean, when he was in possession of the Cosmic Cube, Thanos, I think Doctor Doom took the power from him or something of that sort happens. Always something ends up happening that causes an issue with it, but very rarely has it been something of his own machination that caused him to stop or to be able to beat himself. Usually, even with that power, there's always something the heroes are able to come up with to take him down, is the idea behind it.
Yeah, but at what point does he stop, collaborate, and listen? Because I'm not brought out with a brand new edition.
Listen. That's a good point. Vanilla Ice would be proud.
Thank you. Look at this bullshit.
Yeah, but it seems like as if one hit kills them.
Yeah, but come on.
What are you complaining about? Look at this. One hit kills them. Look at that.
4 out of 6.
Your white mage is fucking them up. And look at this. You're complaining. Just attack. Why are you making them go to sleep?
When you attack them when they're sleeping, you do coup de grace? Is that what happens?
I don't think so. I guess they just have 14 or less than 116 HP.
Well, no, killed one with 14.
It looks like they have 1 HP, dude. You hit them once and they're dead.
Fucking pirates.
Fucking pirates. I finished this little scenario here so we can call this episode with this major MCU talk here.
Ah, yeah. Sucky now.
We could bring some more.
Today we talked MCU. Tomorrow, I'm taking this fucking pirate ship.
Oh yeah. Here, take my ship. You killed all my men.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Later.
Peace.